Hello everyone, welcome back to my kitchen, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be making a recipe, and this is the recipe that we're going to be making, as you can see it on your screen. This recipe is by Chef Michael Wray. Michael Wray was the winner of the first Hell's Kitchen show. He was the one that won the first prize, and he had this recipe online. He was very detailed about the preparation and the making of this recipe, and what it is, it's he calls it white wine sauce. It's a sauce, but in addition to the sauce, it requires rotisserie chicken, a rotisserie chicken already made, baked, and everything, cooked, totally cooked, and arugula. This is arugula from my garden that you can buy it in the store, and asparagus. Okay, so these are the ingredients. These are the main ingredients that we're gonna need: the chicken, arugula, asparagus, okay, half a bottle of white wine, thyme, garlic. We're going to use like about half of this garlic, 4 bay leaves. There's one here that's broken, so that's 4. Butter. I'm going to use the unsalted one. Okay. Heavy whipping cream. It's very important that it's the heavy whipping cream that you use. Olive oil. Vegetable broth. And 5 of these shallot onions. I never knew shallots were so small. I thought I had bought them before, but I guess not. And this is how they come. This is how I found them. So let me open them up. He says that if you don't find the shallots, you can also use the red onions. But it's 5 of these. It comes 2 to a pack. Okay, and I think that's all. So first, in a pan, we're gonna cut the onions. It doesn't matter which way you cut them. It doesn't matter how small, because we're gonna puree all this sauce. We're gonna puree it. So let's start. I'm gonna follow the instructions like he explains it in the video. He is very precise about everything and what to do, because apparently if you start the onions with high heat, with the temperature very high, it's not going to work, because you want the onions to sweat, not to get browned or anything like that. So let me go ahead and cut the onions. So this is what a shallot looks like, and he said it doesn't matter how you cut them, so because they're gonna be puree afterwards. So I'm just gonna cut them. I'm gonna go ahead and cut the 5 of them. So he said to start with a coal pan, with a coal pot. Okay, so now that I'm quiet here, this is the last onion, the last shallot. Okay, so we're starting off with the shallots in here in a cold pan. It's a cold pan, and we're gonna add three cupfuls of olive oil. We're gonna measure. This is how he does it. He measures it with a capful. He says not to put too much olive oil because then you get like a residue at the end on top of the sauce. So just 3 capfuls. Okay. Now we're gonna turn on the stove. We're gonna start it in high. There should not be a sizzling in there because the pan is cold. Okay, and this is what this is gonna do is sweat the onions. So now in the meantime, we're gonna go ahead and chop the garlic, half of this whole garlic, half of it. And like he says, you don't have to be too precise about chopping them real small or anything like that because they're gonna be pureed in the blender. So we're gonna start the heat, put it in high, okay? Once they start like making noise, then we're gonna put it in medium. We're gonna put the heat to medium. I hear noise too. What you want to do is sweat the onions. You don't want to cook them or fry them or anything like that. So now we put it in medium, okay? Put it in medium. Because what you want to do is cook the onions slow so they sweat. You don't want to caramelize them or anything like that. And the garlic, what we want to do is just smash them up. Take out the peel. And these garlics are so hot. Cut off the end. Okay, just move these babies around. Okay, so the onions they're supposed to be translucent. They are. Okay, and the garlic. So the garlic, I'm just gonna cut it up. I smashed them to take out the peel, and now I'm gonna go ahead and cut them up a little bit. Remember, this is going through the blender, but just so they release their flavor. Okay, so in they go, the garlic. Remember, I'm not a cook. Remember, I'm not a chef. I just like to eat and try new recipes. Okay, so I think it's a little bit darker than it's supposed to be, but here we go with the wine. Okay, he goes like this, half a bottle of wine. Goes like this. Oh, oh my goodness. Oh well, that was pretty good, hey. That's exactly how he does. A little bit better, but okay, I put the heat in medium low, okay? And he put it in medium low once he put the wine in. So let's just stir it a little bit. Hey, that was pretty good, okay? And now we're gonna cook it there. Okay, so now we're gonna bring this to a boil. I put it in medium heat, so it has to reduce by 1/4. This is the wine, the garlic, and the onion, and the 3 capfuls of olive oil. It smells really good. I'm gonna let it cook there while we cut the thyme. The thyme. Okay, no, we're not gonna cut it. The thyme, what we're gonna do is we're just gonna go like this and peel. I would say peel, or just take off the little leaves. Just go the opposite way of the stem, the little leaves. Pull them out of the stem. And this is already boiling, but it's reducing. It's reduced some already. Let it reduce a little bit more. Okay. When we're gonna do the thyme, we're gonna chop them up a little bit. I don't have any. If you watch, if you watch his video after you see mine, you'll laugh at mine. You'll laugh at my video. But I wanted to.
You were supposed to keep it a secret that you were doing it.
No. I wanted to tell him where I got the recipe from, because I want to give him some credit, because I'm sure it tastes really good. Okay, so I think I'm gonna put. It says like about a teaspoon of thyme, and I think that's probably like about maybe a little bit less than a teaspoon. Yeah, let's put a little bit more. I want to give him credit where credit is due, and so he knows that. I mean, we try his recipes. If you haven't seen that Hell's Kitchen, that first season, I mean, they're all good, but that one in particular, I liked it. And let's put these in there. Okay, that should be enough time. I have a few little stems in there, but it doesn't matter. It's gonna be put through the blender, everything. So I think it's a little bit darker than it should be, a little bit brown, but it's nothing we can do now. It's our first time making. So okay, so now we're also gonna add the 3 bay leaves, 4 bay leaves. That's a broken one, so call it number 4. 4 bay leaves. Bay leaves give it a really good taste to sauces. And afterwards, when we put it through the blender, we don't even have to take out the bay leaf. It's gonna go in there too, just like that. Okay, so it's reduced quite a bit. The wine reduced quite a bit. Okay, now we're gonna add 12 ounces of the vegetable stock. 12 ounces. And I had it in medium-high heat. Stir it a little bit. Okay, so let's stir it a little bit. I'm gonna lower it a little bit, like not quite halfway, not in medium, but a little bit less than medium high. Okay, let me add a little bit more of the veggie stock, just a little bit more. Okay, and continue cooking it there. I think you can see where I have it. It's right here. Not quite medium and not quite medium high. In between medium and medium high. In between. Okay, so this is cooking really nice. Cooking really nice. I think I'm going to lower it a little bit, maybe halfway. And now we got the asparagus. I got the pretty big asparagus. So, check out the rubber band. Save them, they're really good. Okay, rubber bands. Okay, I already washed asparagus. And now what we're gonna do is we're gonna peel them. We're gonna peel the asparagus like that. Yeah, like that. You put them against something, and then you go. Just peel them like that. And just go nice and easy, because I mean they're very easy to peel, and you can take half of the asparagus if you peel them too hard. Okay, and you don't have to peel them all the way to the top, just like from here down. I'm also going to cut the ends off. First, we're going to peel them. They get really tender if you peel them. Okay, so I'm almost done with asparagus, but now we need to, this been cooking for about 20 minutes. Now we need to add the cream, the heavy whipping cream, and we're going to add 1 quart. I already opened it. Stir it a little bit. Okay, and I'm down to the last asparagus, the last 2 asparagus, peeling them off. Okay, do the other one. This is the last one. Remember, don't press too hard. Just put it on a flat surface, and don't press too hard, because you'll take the whole asparagus. Okay, that's it. Okay, let's add a little bit of salt. A little bit. He does it by eye. A little bit more, I think, huh? A little bit more. Okay, that's good. I'm not gonna add too much, because I don't know exactly much about the salt, but later we'll add some more if it needs it later. Ooh, it's nice and creamy. You have to watch it for a little bit so it doesn't boil over. Since it has the cream, it will tend to boil over. I have it in medium heat, so let me put it a little bit higher. We want it to boil, but not boil over, and then just simmer. Okay, so we're gonna lower it a little bit, because it's about to boil over. I just lowered the heat to medium. Stir it so it doesn't boil over, and it should be good to go there, simmering. Yeah. Okay, we're gonna lower it a little bit more. We're gonna lower it right there. I think you can see it. Not medium, a little bit between medium low and medium. That should be good. It should not boil over. Okay, so the asparagus, we're gonna line them up here. I'm gonna do it in 2 batches, because my cutting board is very small. So first of all, what I'm going to do is I'm going to line them up here, and I'm going to cut the ends off. Okay, so just line them up and cut the ends off. Oh no, not my finger. Make sure you have a very sharp knife to do this. Okay, and now what we're going to do, I don't want to risk, oh, here we go. Not bad. He sliced them like that. And like that. So we already cut the bottoms on these. Line them up again. And we're gonna slice them. About halfway. Put these here on this side and these on this side. Okay. got it on. Okay, so the sauce, it should be looking like this. Okay, just like that. Nice. Well, it's a slow simmer. A slow simmer, just like that. Okay, it already boiled. We lowered it. We just lowered it a little bit, almost low, and now it has a nice low simmer, and that's what we want. When you're working with creams like this, you cook it slow and low. That's what Michael says. Slow and low. It's not a race. Okay, so stir it approximately every 5 minutes. Stir it. Hold on. Okay, so now we're going to take the rotisserie chicken. My rotisserie chicken, it's missing the wings and 1 drumstick because we had that for dinner yesterday. So what we're going to do, we're going to take the skin. Okay, we're going to take all the skin of this chicken and we're going to try to get it off in big pieces, even if it's like this, that it's not round. So just trying to take it off in big pieces, just the skin for now. Okay. Even if it's not browned, that's fine. We're gonna use it anyway. And we're gonna brown it and it's gonna be delicious. Just make sure it's just the skin. That's my outdoor helper, Ivan. He's stirring it from the outside. So just take all these grease part that the chicken has. Take that off. Okay, and I think that's enough of the skin. Here's another piece. Okay, so now we're gonna take the bone and in big pieces, as big as possible. The wishbone. Take out the wishbone. Huh? 1, 2, 3.
Your wish came true.
I didn't even wish anything. So yours came. Oh no, it's in the one that gets the bigger piece, the one that gets the wish come true.
Yeah, I got the smaller piece.
No, you got the big piece.
No, you got the big piece.
No, you didn't.
That's a small piece.
Oh. I don't think they had a big.
You're supposed to make a wish.
I forgot. Oh well, whatever. All right. Getting all the meat off in big pieces. So let's stir the sauce a little more. Okay, so I'm gonna put the skin in a bigger plate. So I'm gonna open it up like this. The skin of the chicken. Make sure that they don't overlap. He says that this is the best part of this dish, so we'll see. Okay, so we have the chicken skin here. I'm gonna put it in the microwave for 1 minute and 36 seconds, just the skin. the sauce has reduced probably like half. So now what I'm gonna do, put it in the blender. Okay, I got a blender. Yes, I brought it. It was on my mom's house. I'm gonna put it in here. I'm gonna puree it. Okay, I'm gonna use the ladle. The reason is because I don't want to spill this all over the place. You don't have to take out the bay leaves or anything at all. But what you do have to do is like only fill the blender up like halfway. Don't fill it up to the top. And Michael says also when you put the lid, don't put the, I'll show you. Let's turn it off already. Okay, when you put the lid on the blender, don't put the little thing that goes here. This part, don't put this part. The reason is because it's hot liquid. It can just like spill all over and you get, I'm gonna go ahead and blend this right now. Okay, you're gonna need another pot to pour what you just put through the blender. And also, you start slowly in the blender. You start slowly. And then little by little you start putting it at a higher speed. So let me put it over there. And we'll do the next one, next batch. I filled it a little bit too much that time, so this time I'm gonna put less. I'm sorry, I'm blocking the view. Okay, that's gonna be good. It's not a lot, but I don't want it to flow over. Okay, and the second batch. And the last one. I think this one I am gonna just pour it here. Okay. Because it does get salty. I mean, it's not salty because I didn't put that much salt when I put salt. But if you overdo it on the salt, once it reduces, it gets salty. Look at that sauce. It looks as great as it tastes. Okay, so now I'm gonna put this back and I'm gonna put it in low heat. I'm gonna change the back there. Okay, I'm gonna put the sauce back there in low because I'm gonna need this burner here for the asparagus. And the asparagus are gonna be poached with butter, 2 tablespoons approximately, 2 tablespoons of, let's put it in high, 2 tablespoons of butter. I'm using, I think I told you before, unsalted butter. So we're gonna add 2 tablespoons of butter here. The butter is melted. We're gonna cook the asparagus. This is to cook the asparagus. 2 tablespoons of messy butter. Okay, in the meantime, I'm gonna go ahead and get those chicken skin that I have in the microwave. And I'm gonna put it back in there for a minute and a half. But let me get this going first. I'm gonna half a cup of water. And I'm gonna put these babies in here. this in there. From here, real good. So let me go put the chicken skin in the microwave for 1.5 minutes. Okay, I'm gonna add a little bit of salt to the asparagus. You're supposed to keep them green with the salt. Okay, so this is the skin. Oh wow, I put it for 1:36 the first time. The second time I put it for 1.5 minutes. It's already pretty crispy. It's better to do it in increments of 1.5 minutes, and he said that it takes about 3 or 4 times that you put it in there. Mine is pretty well done, but I'm gonna put it for one more time, I think. There it is. Now, let's see, halfway. I think they're already done. Because I'm going to use this oil. Okay, so I'm going to use this oil that's in the pan, and I have it in medium heat. I'm going to raise the to high. Asparagus are done. Just put them to the side. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the chicken in there. Trying to do is brown the chicken a little bit. Let's lower it a little. Okay, and that's gonna be it. That's going to be it for the chicken. Let me put it to the side. Okay, so the sauce is in warm. I put it in warm, and it's reducing even more. It's getting thicker, but it's just in warm. Just have it there warm. Okay, and this is the chicken skin. Look at this. It's like a little cracker. It's like a little cracker. Nice and crunchy. So yeah, and as it cools, it gets even crunchier. Okay, so now we're gonna make a dressing for the arugula with the shallot that I had left over. So actually you're gonna need six shallot onions. This is a tiny one. And we're gonna cut them into small little pieces. Diced. Like I said, I'm not a cook. I'm not a chef for sure. I just like to eat. And I like to eat good food and try different recipes. Can you tell I'm not a chef?
Shouldn't say that.
I'm not a chef. And see, you know that anybody can make it. If I can do it, anybody can do it.
You're a full-blown chef.
No, you don't have to be a chef. You just have to be motivated. Okay, I think this is good. I mean, I'm gonna use this for for the like a little lemon dressing that we're gonna make for the arugula. Definitely, this is the knife. Cut everything else. That was 1 shallot. So you're gonna need 6 shallot onions, not 5, 6. And 1 lemon. This is a pretty big lemon. Okay, so it doesn't look like this lemon has too many seeds, but regardless, I'm gonna squeeze them in here.
Extra juicy.
Yeah, it's good. It's really good lemon. It's funny because in the bag where I bought these lemons, they're all really small and this one is humongous. I don't know what happened there. So, okay, so we're gonna throw the juice in here. Make sure that we don't get the seeds, which of course we got one in there.
You gotta do the knife thing.
I know, I was afraid that I would get some. I was afraid that with a knife it would not work. With my hand it didn't work.
This guy knows what he's doing.
I know. Just watch Michael Wrays video. You're gonna love it. He is so explicit about the way he explains everything. It's really awesome, and it's a long video because he doesn't cut any parts out. He goes all through the video cooking. All right, and now olive oil. Now we're gonna put some olive oil in there. So I would say maybe like that. Maybe a 1/4 cup, maybe. Yeah, I think that's good. Maybe a little bit more. Okay. Yeah, about a 1/4 cup, more or less. And now we have thyme left over. I mean, thyme, not the actual thyme. Thyme, where's the thyme? Thyme after thyme? Oh, here. Thyme. This time we're gonna put some thyme in there as well.
This time is
time to put the thyme. Okay, so we're gonna do the same thing we did over there. Try to take out all the little leaves from the stem, peeling them back, or just brushing them back like this. And believe me, it's time consuming, but it's really not hard. And if you wanna like invite somebody to dinner or something like that at your house, it's a good recipe and it's not expensive at all to make. The wine, buy a cheap wine, $5 bottle of wine, and I think the most expensive thing is the shallots. But if you don't want to put shallots, you can put the red onions. He says that the red onions, it would do probably the same trick. Okay, that's it. I'm not going to put any more. There.
I gotta chop this up.
That's what it looks like. Okay, so let's try this a little bit. And I'm gonna add just a tiny bit of salt. A tiny bit because okay, now we're gonna take the chicken skin. We're gonna cut it in strips. First the knife. Oh, it cracked all over the place.
Yeah. You put it in the microwave for a second.
No, that's fine. I mean, I think when he did it,
Just taking it out.
Yeah, he had just taken out of the microwave, and it was still not as crunchy, and that's why he was able to cut it in strips, because he cut his in strips. But like he said, as it cools, it gets crispier, and this is what happened here. Hey, but you know what? I'm sure the taste is gonna be the same. And this in Spanish, this is called, Ivan?
Chicharrón.
Chicharrón. Chicharrón de pollo. In Spanish, this is what it's called. At least in Cuban. Okay, so this is a chicken skin. Oh my goodness. Delicious. Let's put the sauce over here. Takes to goes. Okay, so here's the dressing. Now here's the arugula. Okay, this is my homegrown arugula. I'm just gonna break it up a little bit. Maybe there's some of them are really big. The ones that are bigger. I'm gonna toss. Sorry, I'm using my hand, Ivan. The best way to toss a salad is with your hands. Clean hands, of course. Okay, so this is the arugula. Tossed in the lemon, shallot onions, and thyme. Okay, so now we're gonna put this together, huh? Oh yeah. Okay, so we're gonna put the arugula first. Chicken next.
Asparagus. Chicken skin. And the sauce.
Asparagus.
Now the sauce goes out with the asparagus.
asparagus. The sauce, the main event, the
Lots
main
of sauce.
ingredient. The sauce, we stir it a little bit. Wow. And last but not least, we're gonna put the chicken skin. Look at this. Okay, and that is it. That is it. Okay, let me take a picture. And now, of course, the most important part, we're gonna taste it. It's kind like they do. Okay, I already tasted it. It tastes delicious, especially that sauce, the combination of flavors. Ivan is gonna taste it now. A little bit of the sauce.
Chicken skins.
The chicken skin.
That was real.
It doesn't matter. You just wanted to get a taste of everything at the same time.
I think my mouth was watering.
Oh my gosh.
I think I drooled all over it.
Well, it's your food. It's not, nobody else is going to eat from it.
That's the Holy Spirit.
He was dying to eat it. We've been at this for about 2 hours.
Super delicious.
And healthy? Pretty healthy.
That sauce is better than an Alfredo sauce. Alfredo sauce is my favorite sauce, but this surpasses an Alfredo sauce.
It has like a sweet taste, probably because of the onions. And I would go with shallots. If I would make it again, I would not even try it with a red onions. I would just go with a shallot.
And the asparagus is nice and tender.
Nice and tender. Okay, everybody. So thank you for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe if you haven't subscribed. And go ahead and watch Michael Wray's video of this white wine sauce. The video is excellent. Okay, and may God bless you and keep you safe. And come
Thank
back
you, Mom.
again. You're welcome, y'all. Bye bye, everybody.